my YouTube channel PMM class. In this video I am going to discuss about air pollution. So let's come to understand air pollution.
Let's now start with our topic, that is pollution. We are dependent on the environment for our survival. Clean environment is vital for the maintenance of life of all living organisms. But an increase in population has created an extra burden on the environment. More and more forests are being cut to meet the increased demand of houses. More food is needed to feed the increasing population. So when there is deforestation, these lands are being used for agriculture purposes, so that we can meet our demand of food and shelters. More industries have to be set up for manufacturing items. Many of these industries release harmful gases in the atmosphere and liquid waste in the water. Number of vehicle has also increased on the road, and these release harmful gases on the atmosphere, and also it affects the water of the environment. So students, what is the definition of pollution? The term pollution has been derived from the Latin word pollutionem. What is the word? Pollutionem, which means to make dirty. Any substance present in the environment in the proportion greater than its natural abundance and causing harmful effect is called pollutant. If any substance which is harmful, that is present in greater proportion than its natural necessity, then it is called pollutants. And this phenomenon is known as pollution because these harmful substances can have negative effect on human body. This implies that the presence of many of the substances in undesirable concentration causes pollution. Also, there are some harmful substances, which when released into the atmosphere due to various human activities cause pollution. Now, what kind of human activities causes pollution, such as the factories, such as the drain, such as the sewage? We will further know about all these kind of causes of pollution in our upcoming slides. Now about air pollution. Air is a mixture of very many gases. Two of the most prominent of these gases are nitrogen, that is present 78%, and oxygen, that is present in 21%. If this is the concentration of air, then 78% is of nitrogen and the remaining is of oxygen. So both of them make at least 99% of the air density. Other gases like carbon, argon, methane, helium, ozone, water vapors are also present in very small amount. That is, out of 100%, if 99% is a mixture of nitrogen and oxygen, then the remaining 1% will be a mixture of these carbon dioxide, argon, methane, helium, ozone and water vapors. But the contamination of air by unwanted substance having harmful effect on both living and non-living things is referred to as air pollution. All such substances that contaminate air are air pollutants. We will further know about the air pollutants which is responsible for air pollution in our very next slide. Now, what are the causes of air pollution? Following are some major causes of air pollution. Excessive burning of fossil fuels like coal. You can see that on the screen there is an image of burning coal, and from this burning coal smokes are being emerged, which causes air pollution. like coal, kerosene, petrol or diesel. Second, smoke from factories and vehicle. This smoke that is getting out from factory contains many harmful elements that causes air pollution and negative effect on human body. Third, use of certain harmful substance like chlorofluorocarbon. Let's us go into a detailed information about these elements in our next slide. We have learned that carbon monoxide is a cause of air pollution. But what we don't know is what is actually carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide formed by incomplete combustion of fuels is a major source of pollution. What is carbon monoxide? It is formed by incomplete combustion of fuels. Now, what are the harmful effects of carbon monoxide? Carbon monoxide, when inhaled, passes through the lungs into the blood. If this is a person and if he inhales carbon monoxide, what happens is that the air passes to his lungs, then it combines with hemoglobin in the blood. From these lungs, this carbon monoxide goes into the blood of the person, and in the blood it combines with hemoglobin to form a complex substance known as carboxyhemoglobin. Now, this complex substance is unable to transport oxygen. Suppose if this is the carboxyhemoglobin, it carries very less amount of oxygen. So, this causes various parts to malfunction and suffocation, and ultimately it can also lead to death. Second, a high concentration of carbon monoxide in air affects the growth of the plant, causing the leaves to drop. Excessive carbon monoxide causes the drying of leaves of the tree, and as a result, when these leaves are being dried completely, they fall down on the ground, thus having a negative impact on the environment also. You have to remember one important thing is that carbon monoxide is already a very harmful pollutant, but beside this, carbon dioxide, that is CO2, which is important part of our environment, also becomes a very harmful pollutant when it is present in excess amount. Now about nitrogen dioxide. It is also a pollutant. So nitrogen dioxide is mainly produced by combustion of petrol or gasoline in automobiles. That is, nitrogen dioxide mainly comes out of the cars and motorbikes. Now, what are the harmful effects of nitrogen dioxide? High concentration of nitrogen dioxide in air is harmful to plants. It results in retardation of their photosynthesis process. Student, you know it very well that photosynthesis is a very important aspect of plant as well as for the human being, because by photosynthesis plant release oxygen. So if there is a high concentration of nitrogen dioxide, then what will happen is that plants will be unable to do photosynthesis, and that is why the concentration of oxygen will also get reduced. Thus a risk of availability of oxygen will also emerge as a serious problem. It result in respiratory problem. If this is a person and here it is his lungs, if there is high concentration of nitrogen dioxide and oxygen is not able to go in a proper quantity into his lungs, then it will cause respiratory problem, then it will also cause risk to his health system. Now the next pollutant is smoke. What is smoke? In winters, a thick fog-like layer envelops the atmosphere. This layer is made up of smoke and fog, that is, smoke plus fog. When smoke containing oxide of nitrogen combines with other air pollutant and fog, it forms smoke. Smoke is smoke plus fog. Now we have already read what is smoke, the pollutants that gets out from the factories, vehicles, and fog is a natural element. So smoke is formed from the combination of smoke plus fog, and smoke can contain carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide like harmful elements. What kind of harmful effect can smoke cause? First, it leads to disease related to lungs such as bronchitis, asthma, Let's us explain. Now, what is bronchitis? Students, when air from the outside goes into the lungs, what happens is that this air flows from small tubes that is present inside the lungs. But in case of bronchitis, what happens is that there forms a very thick layer of mucus. That is why very less amount of air is able to fall. You can see if there is more space, then very high amount of air will pass through these tubes. But when there is less space, very low amount of air will pass through these tubes. So the oxygen available to the person who is having a bronchitis lungs will be very low, and that is why it will cause him to go from suffocation as well as respiratory diseases. The second harmful effect of smoke is it prevents the sunlight from reaching the earth. On the earth's surface, there is plant which needs the sunlight for the process of photosynthesis. If the sunlight is not able to reach the plants in appropriate amount, what will happen is that the plant will not able to do photosynthesis, therefore it will produce very less amount of oxygen. Now, what causes the sunlight to stop while coming into the earth? The smoke, which is the smoke small particle which is present in the atmosphere. What happens is that the sunlight is not able to penetrate through these small particles, and that is why it is not able to reach the plants. Now about other air pollutant, that is chlorofluorocarbon. They are mostly used in refrigerants, solvents and foaming agents. When released in atmosphere, they decomposed under ultraviolet radiation that is present in the sunlight. Do you know what is refrigerant, solvent and foaming agent? When we keep some food into the refrigerator, what happens is that the food remains cool. But how it happens? Because we use the chemical chlorofluorocarbon, and that is how the refrigerator is able to keep the food cold. But it has many negative impact. Now let's us see the harmful effect. The harmful effect of chlorofluorocarbon, also known as CFCs, causes depletion of ozone layer by decomposing ozone to oxygen. This results in an increased amount of ultraviolet radiation from the sun reaching the earth. This can cause skin cancer and damage to the eyes. Student, if this is the earth's surface, then there is a layer which is known as ozone layer, which protects us from the harmful effect of ultraviolet radiation. But due to chlorofluorocarbon, this ozone layer is considerably depleting, and that is why the harmful radiation are being able to penetrate through this layer, which can cause skin cancer like dangerous diseases. Now, what is acid rain? Normal rain is slightly acidic due to the dissolution of atmospheric carbon in water. This was about normal rain. Now, what is acidic rain? Excessive carbon dioxide, CO2, smoke and nitrogen dioxide, when released in the atmosphere, come in contact with water vapor present there. If this is a water vapor, then what happens there? These pollutants that is carbon dioxide, smoke and nitrogen dioxide, gets merged with the water droplets and forming a very dangerous kind of water droplet. This kind of dangerous water droplet can be called as sulfuric acid and nitric acid. These acid then fall with rain, making it acidic, such as acid rain. Now these water droplet, when goes up, it forms cloud like structure, and from these clouds falls the droplets in small amount, and these droplets, as it contain very dangerous harmful elements of air pollutants, becomes acidic in nature. Now, what is the harmful effect of acidic rain? Statues and structure made from marble and limestone get slowly corroded when rainwater containing acid falls on them. Both sulfuric acid and nitric acid can dissolve marble to form salt. Acid rains hence corrodes the marble of the monument, and this phenomenon is also called marble cancer. This pollutant in air can cause discoloring of white marble. Let us show you an example. Student, this is a picture of Taj Mahal, where you can see that its marble has been covered with some small green color patches. What happens is that this patches makes the marble look ugly and dissatisfying. That is why acidic rain can cause corrosion in the marble, and this phenomenon is known as marble cancer. The second harmful impact is that articles made up of metals, gold, silver ornaments slowly lose their luster when they are affected by acidic rain. Students, here you can see a statue of gold. As droplets of acidic rain has fall on it, what it has caused? It has caused a corrosion in the gold metal. That is why it looks so dirty. The third harmful effect is acid rain washes away a number of essential minerals from the soil. Fourth is acid rain has adverse effect on aquatic life, particularly that in the lakes. The acidic rain that falls into the lakes or river of the water body, what is caused that the water body gets polluted, and that is why the living organisms such as fish and other is unable to get oxygen, leading to their death.